welcome to the weekly roundup where I go over a handful of books that came out this week, review some of the new stuff. I think this week I got about 15 of the new books that come out this week. But before we can jump into all that stuff, let's take up a little bit of a housekeeping here. Let's start off by thanking some people that helped make this show possible. We got the guys over at 204 Comics. That's where we pick up our books and that for reviewing and that local comic shop in the Winnipeg area. So great place to go. That's where you see the preview videos. That's where I shoot them from. Is 204 Comics. Also, we work closely with Primo's Wrestling of Winnipeg. Great independent wrestling promotion. Super lots of fun. We put on a lot of shows with them and they take part. It's been a little bit quiet in the city with wrestling lately because they've been doing a lot of out of town shows for June and that. But I'm excited to announce that earlier today, or maybe even yesterday, even they announced they're going to do a show at the Red River X this weekend. So anybody who is at the Red River X on Saturday at 2 p.m., come check out a special free exhibition from Primo's Wrestling. They've announced a couple of matches this afternoon right before we went on air. We have a hardcore match there against Player One and Jesse Nash, so that should be pretty awesome there. Can never go wrong with a hardcore match. And then literally just moments before I went on air here, I actually had to go back and re-edit this promo here. They announced there's going to be a rematch of the heavyweight championship match with Toxic Tyler James and TJ Cannon, the Young Guns. So we'll see where that goes there. Unfortunately, I will not be able to make it that time because I have prior engagements already at this, but hope to see you all there. And again, if you can't be there live, I'm sure they'll have it on TikTok. And then also coming up on Canada Day, there's going to be another free show at the Winnipeg Beach. So when it gets closer to Canada Day, we'll talk about that as well. Also, another group that the Nat Daddy page or group or consolidation, you whatever you want to call it, is associated with is the Things Are Getting Dicey. It's a weekly show on Facebook, and I believe it's on YouTube and Stitch as well, that me and a bunch of other people were involved in some D&D action there. So kind of fun silliness, nothing too, I won't say nothing too intense and that. It's a lot of fun in that. So Monday evenings, if you're looking for something to do, or we do have it on there, you can watch it anytime, but we do play on Monday evenings. Check it out. You can watch that live here as well. All right, let's jump into some books. The reason why I came here. The cover of the week, and I know you're thinking, what? This book is so old, but this is the Batman 1989 movie adaptation. They had a new soft paperback version come out this week. I'm thinking it's probably in coordination with the Flash movie that is out now, because Batman's in there in that. But I'll do a little bit of review on this book later on, because not only is it my cover of the week, it's also my book of the week. I think this is probably the book I didn't even know it was coming out actually until I saw on the shelf. But I was most excited to read it, and because it has some pretty awesome bonus content. But we'll look more at that later on. First, let's look at some of the books I had to read digitally this week. All right, from Marvel, we have a new Hulk book here. We have starting off again, kind of comes from the old series, but it kind of has like a whole new kind of story arc to it. Now it's going back to all the kind of the monster setting in that, less cosmic, more monster-like. And it seems pretty cool here. I think I'm going to like this one here. A little bit more just scary. Banner on the run. And he's running for himself because the Hulk wants to take over him and just kind of destroy everything. So nice start, great. Some kind of body horror art going in there too with the Hulk and all these monsters and that. So I kind of like this one. A good start for the Hulk. I think this I'm going to enjoy this series more than the last one, the Donny Cates one. Seems to be a little bit more truer to the Hulk mythos compared to like the last one. So from IDW we have Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons. So this one is it's kind of neat. It's a timepiece, takes place in pirate times, and the English have this this pirate in jail that's going to be executed, and he is trying to trade his life, get his neck out of the noose by informing them about this island where all these monsters are. And he starts telling a story of how they were shipwrecked on the island after being attacked by Godzilla and that. So if anybody's a Godzilla fan or a kaiju monster fan, throw in some kind of Jack Sparrow pirate action in there. This is definitely up your alley. And some good art in there too. I quite like that one. From Ahoy Comics, we have Blacksmith, The Key to His Heart. This is volume 2 from this series. I read the previous volumes in that. Maybe it's volume 3 even now that I'm thinking about it. And it's I like this series. It's a black and white one. It's kind of supernatural meets crime noir type of thing. The woman on the cover there is our main person in this story. She's a young woman who is turns out to be half demon as well, and she ends up joining the team, the detective team of the blacksmith there, which is a woman who is a female detective and is a half werewolf, and her partner, or her, yeah, I guess it's her partner, her sidekick, who is half jinn, and now they're gonna have this woman interning with them for a few months until she goes off to college in the fall. So kind of neat, kind of fun. Yeah, it's a good series. I like it. All right, the last thing I read digitally this week was the Wonder Woman issue 800 from DC Comics. So it's been a long time around, 60 plus years, but we have 800 issues of Wonder Woman. This one here kind of recaps a little bit of everything that's been going on in the Wonder Woman series as of late. And again, much like the Batman and Superman and even Spider-Man stuff as of lately, all these characters have been around so long that the universe that's created through them, with the kind of spin-off characters and next generations and variations and alterations of these characters are alive and well and flourishing, and it kind of shows that's happening with some of these Wonder Woman characters, and even shows off the new Wonder Woman character named Trinity, who is apparently the daughter of Wonder Woman. So if you're a Wonder Woman fan, definitely check this out, and lots of great artwork in here as well too. So all right, before I jump into the books I read physically this week, I just want to kind of mention something that I don't usually do a lot of, but I did happen to see this, and it is brand new. The Disney Plus show Secret Invasion is out now. I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything, but episode 1 is out so far, and I know on the left here we have the cover A of the original series that came out way back in 2008. I couldn't believe it was that long ago. So basically, if anyone is not familiar of what Secret Invasion is, turns out that Nick Fury and a few others have found out that there is a Skrull invasion going on Earth, and has been going on for a long time. There's a lot of sleeper Skrull aliens around. So much that we've seen in a lot of the Disney Plus Marvel properties lately, they've seen and hinted, and they've kind of interloaded to the upcoming of these Skrulls. So I like it so far. It's neat seeing Samuel Jackson. He's always enjoyable and everything, especially as Nick Fury, and in here he's kind of burned out and old, and not the Nick Fury that he once was before all the Marvel stuff started happening. So I liked it so far. All right, so now on to, like I said, the raw stuff that I liked this week. First one was this Batman book, like I told you here. So again, we're all Why Is This So Special? We've all read this book. I think a lot of people have maybe not read it, younger people, and that, because it is 30 plus years old. A lot of people are interested in this character again because of the Flash movie that's out now with Michael Keaton being in there. To me, I'm nostalgic, and I think that is probably one of my favorites, if not the favorite Batman movie of all time, that one with Keaton and Nicholson. So this does have, like I said, a reprintation of the original adaptation from it, which was great artwork as well too by Jerry Ordway, and story by Dennis O'Neil. But the part that really sells this and sets it apart is the second half of the book, which is a second copy of the comic, but this is all the original artwork. So it's all done in the blue and black and white ink. Truly tremendous. I always like this. It's almost like a director's copy type of thing, much like the Something is Killing the Children book that we covered last week. That was all pen and ink. This is definitely a must for any kind of Batman 89 collector. Check it out. All right, another book that I liked this week, and it is from Apex Comics Group. It is called The Right Project. This is a character. It's got a strong team behind it. It's got Tom DeFalco in there as well too. So that's pretty amazing. You know, big, long time creative name in the business, and it is Ron Frenz as well too. So again, it's about a kind of has that 60s Marvel feel to it, and it is about a guy who has kind of hangs around with the scientist, and the scientist has created this artificial AI that can become real, but it doesn't seem to work all the time. That there's something that seems to kind of makes it unstable. But for one reason or another, when this kid works the AI, it seems to work. So now this kid and this AI are kind of being superheroes. So it definitely has that early Spider-Man or early Nova feel to it. That young teenage hero and that. Pretty cool. Check it out. Another book we have, it's from Stranger Comics. We have Tales from Asundra, and this is a amazing artwork in this book here. Quite liked it. Now, great penciling and ink work. Nice, clean, bright colors in there, and it is your kind of your fantasy, no dragons and warriors and monsters and barbarian stuff here. You have a woman here who can. I won't say she's a demon type of thing, but she's kind of like an all-powerful god. Has this mighty weapons and that, and yeah, she's there, going across the country completing this mission and that. So great book here. I could be wrong, but I think it ties into either a video game or a role-playing game of sorts. And that I forget, but I do remember hearing something about that. But great book, lots of art in it. Or sorry, lots of great art in it. All right. To get our Archie fix in this week, we have from the Archie horror books, we have Camp Pickens, and this is an anthology of a few stories in here of the cursed camp where everybody sends their kids to in the summer here. So you get a few stories in here. One kind of supernatural, one kind of murder type in that, and lots of fun in here. Tim Seeley doing some of the stories in here, so it makes it kind of again kind of horrific and spooky. But yeah, fun stuff in here. I quite liked it. You got cursed zombies in there. You got monsters in there that the kids have to kill and drink these giant bug juices and that to stay alive. So just lots of fun here. Not as horrific and mature as some of the horror stuff in there, but still meant for older people, not meant for kids. But yeah, lots of fun. Camp Pickens from Archie Horror. From Boom Studios, we have a new one called Wild's End. This one here is set in a setting of a bunch of anthropomorphic creatures. So you have this kind of coastal fisherman harbor, and you have dog characters and a badger, and you have some cats in that. And what the main story here so far is about this old hound dog captain that has been on a fishing vessel for years, and he's getting ready to pass it down to his family. And yeah, the family has, it's not just family there. He's got a long-time crew, and nobody knows who's really going to take over the boat. And so there's kind of that mystery as well too. And then you throw in the fact that the crew goes out for I think it's like 39 days or a month or so to do some fishing, and they come back. And when they come back, there's nobody around in the town. The town's been deserted in that, and you're not really sure why. And they're left to try and figure it out. And at the end of the story, they find evidence of not just the everybody in the town missing, but maybe something bad has happened to them as well too. So great story so far. Kind of makes me think of like that Deadliest Catch show you see on TV there about these fishermen and their dangerous and their lives, but with these animals. Some great work. Wild's End. Another great indie book I found this week that I was quite happy to read was from Bliss on Tap. This is called Killing Hope. It says, when the world wants you dead, sometimes all alone is best. And again, another book with some amazing artwork in here, great inking, and lots of nice colors. And this one is basically, it's about this woman that seems to be injured a little bit, and she's trying to escape, and we don't know from what. And she encounters a guy, and it seems like everybody who encounters this woman wants to kill her, no matter what, who it is. So this guy here, he sees a waitress, and she's talking to her all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, this waitress that will do anything in her power to destroy and kill this woman. So how this happens, we don't know. This woman has told the guy that everyone's out together and that. And I guess that's where it kind of leaves off right now. They've kind of boarded up in a hotel after they've been attacked multiple times by people, including guys, chasing them down on a motorcycle and, just smashing through the windshield and that to get her in that. And but we don't know why this is happening. And so all we know is her name is Hope, and it's called Killing Hope. So interesting start so far. Yeah, I don't know if it's a supernatural while they're after her, or if it's a government thing or what. So neat. Lots of indie books this week. From Band of Bards, we have Tales for the Pandemic, and this is an anthology series here. Has quite a few stories in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stories. So it is a little bit of thicker book, but these stories are all just a couple pages each, and they're all stories that take place during the pandemic. And it's kind of like your Tales from the Dark Side, Outer Limits type of things, where it's just like little excerpts from people's lives and how weird stuff that's happened to them. So one guy during the pandemic, he's like an anti-guy, so he's always littering and throwing stuff away and not paying attention and breaking all the rules, and in the end it all comes back and gets him as a monster type of thing. So that's one of the type of stories you'll find in there. Again, black and white art, so don't let that turn you off. But again, a few different types of styles in there as well too. I quite liked it. Lots of fun. Again, with that scariness, paranoia of all the pandemic stuff. From that's the Image, we have another one of the Bone Orchard Mythos. This volume is called Tenement, and it is about a building, a tenement building that seems to be affecting people in that. And the story in here does focus on 6 different people and the things that are happening in this building and that. And it's just some really weird, creepy stuff so far. So nothing's too much that you can actually pinpoint in that. We don't know anything. It's just kind of feeling out, fishing out. But again, some creepiness. How these people all relate is just the fact that they're in this building. They don't actually, they're not connected any other way but that. And like I said, there's some creepy spookiness going on with this building. Some really neat art in here. It's Jeff Lemire writing, so again, it's going to be some creepy and some weird, amazing storytelling. And then you got Andrea Sorrentino and Dave Steering doing art lettering, which is, again, another one of my favorites for everything spooky and that. So, The Tenement. What's next? From DC, we have The Vigil #2. I've been enjoying this series from so far. This is part of their Dawn of DC line, so they're introducing and a lot of new people in here. The Vigil itself is a team of heroes that's been put together to deal with outworldly technology and advances that men are not ready for yet. And here they've introduced a few new people to these teammates here. One being this arc-light guy in there, kind of a person that controls electricity, and that's kind of neat. And they're going after a kid who's been experimented on, has these weather powers, and they're going to kind of free him and take him away so that power is not being abused. So this is kind of like a X-Men, Professor X, gathering up mutants type of thing, and Men in Black kind of organization dealing with like alien and supernatural and advanced technology that people shouldn't have yet that are abusing. So, kind of neat. Lots of throwing a little X-Files in there for this mysterious organization as well too. And again, new appearances in there too. From Image as well, we have a new series here called Tales of Suspense, and this one here is 2 stories in here. You got La Mort number 13, which is kind of like this the person you see on the cover there, he's kind of like this supernatural kind of creature, and you got the Dreamweaver. I like this a lot here. Again, some amazing artwork in here. This is from La Mort. So again, kind of has that Sienkiewicz type of style writing to it. It's about these robot monsters and everything. And again, just kind of feeling it out, not really sure what's going on too much in there. And it's going to be a serial. So this is just the first part of the story. It introduces some other characters in that, but just some amazing, amazing artwork in there. And that's La Mort. Second story in here is a different type of artwork, completely just more of a modern art. This guy called the Dreamweaver, and he's an older gentleman that is helps again, his job is to kind of deal with other magic things, and again, not Men in Black type of say, but an organization that kind of deals with magic and people who are abusing magic and should be doing things that they shouldn't. So in this case, he's sent to this place to deal with these people who are doing like a ceremony to open up this outwardly dimension. And it's just some goofballs random doing it, and he stomps them and everything. But at the same time, too, they do manage to open up this kind of portal in that. So it's neat. It's I kind of liked it. Like I said, a little bit of magic in that, a little bit of an older guy, and it looks like he's maybe trying to go pass this down. He's past the point he's not able to do it anymore, so he's going to be looking to hand it off. But some neat artwork. I liked it a lot. And again, this is that La Mort 13 character. Interesting. Tales of Suspense from La Mort 13 and Dreamweaver. All right, this is probably one of the books that a lot of people were looking at this week and anticipating to read, especially with the Miles Morales movie going on out there across the Spider-Verse. This is The Ultimate Invasion. So this is a big book. Starts off a crossover, I guess, or a big event in Marvel, where eventually what's going to happen is you got the Illuminati, which is all your big Marvel characters. You got your Black Panther, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Namor, Submariner, Iron Man, kind of like your top of the Marvel world. And Miles as well too now are going to go after the Maker, who is the Reed Richards of the Ultimate Universe, where Miles comes from. So, and that universe is gone. There's just Miles and this Reed Richards, the Maker creator guy. And he's kind of evil. He's gone crazy, and he wants to destroy everything and become the leader of all the worlds and that. So he's escaped from his prison that they had there, and now he has stolen a bunch of different artifacts and machines and stuff that are from all different parts of the Marvel Universe. And now he's using this to open up and create a whole new universe that he will control and kind of recreate the universe that was destroyed. So who knows? A lot of things can change after this. It's pretty neat. I like it so far. All right, everybody. This is, again, what's cool about this is it's a Hickman doing it, and you got Brian Hitch doing the art, which was the guy that did the original Ultimate stuff. So that's kind of cool as well, too. All right. Well, everybody, that was this week's new comics and that. Hope you liked them. So I grabbed a handful there, about 15 of what I thought was interesting in that. Well, let me know what you thought this week, and maybe let me know if you want to see something else. I always know there's great stuff out there. Some stuff I know is coming. Some stuff I just see randomly on the shelf. It's kind of a surprise. I like to pick that out. So that's exciting. And speaking of that, check out tomorrow. We have the FOC video coming up. Always great to try and order those books that you want before, so you don't have to try and get there, your shop, and elbow your way through to get your books, or not even get them. As you saw this week, there was quite a few people probably left not getting what they wanted because the shelf was bare because they were sold out already. So definitely do those pre-orders. That's why I like doing those videos. Other than that, hopefully maybe see you on Monday for the Things Are Getting Dicey show. Have some fun there. If not, try and check in some of the shows this weekend with the at the X for the Crash and Bash at the X with Primo's Wrestling. If not, we'll see you next week for more of Nat Daddy stuff. See you later.